On this day in history in 2010, an explosion and fire occurred on the Deepwater Horizon semi-submersible mobile offshore drilling unit, about 40 miles southeast off the Louisiana coast in the Gulf of Mexico. The explosion and subsequent fire resulted in the sinking of the Deepwater Horizon and the deaths of 11 workers. 17 others were hurt. The same explosion caused a massive oil spill, considered the largest marine oil spill in the world. The gushing spout on the ocean floor shot oil into the Gulf of Mexico for 87 days until it was capped on July 15, 2010, and finally declared seal on September 19, 2010. The U.S. government estimates 4.9 million barrels of oil entered the water. The months-long spill took years to clean up. The Coast Guard ended active cleanup operations in April 2014.